It's a gorgeous day, as if we're being smiled on by those in charge. We are so thankful you are here to celebrate New Directions for Youth's grand opening of the Paul Krekorian Health and Recreation Center. Doesn't that sound good? Many of you were here last March for the wonderful groundbreaking event. Now 11 months later, it's time for the grand opening. This is honestly the visualization of a dream for NDY, and if you haven't seen the tour, you'll understand why they're so excited. It's not an exaggeration to say young lives are going to be transformed by the expansion of this facility with what's been done today. And this, I don't know how many of you know this, but last week the center was chosen as a nominee for the Tenant Improvement Award by the Los Angeles Business Journal. We consider that a fantastic honor. And it's a real honor for the construction team, PCL Construction and Perkins and Will Architects. Give them a big round of applause. And those of you who have been residents or worked in the San Fernando Valley for any period of time, you understand how proud we were when Chief Moore was made the chief of the Los Angeles Police Department, because we got to see his passion for the San Fernando Valley for many years as he was chief of Valley Division. We are very honored that he has time in his busy schedule today to join us. Chief Moore, we're proud of you. Thank you so much. It's the lady that really needs no introduction, the renowned, the amazing, the fabulous. She is a presence. Even in areas outside of NDY, there are not enough adjectives to describe our most lovely executive director, Monica Austin Graham. That's it.
Wow, this is fabulous. I cannot contain my excitement. I'm supposed to read this, but really I don't know what it says. Oh, I know I have to thank people, so from the bottom of my heart and my soul, I want to thank those people who helped and partnered with New Directions for Youth to make this happen. We could not have done it. This 10 years from concept to reality, from a dream to a dream center, right? And the 10 months of construction. I want to thank Perkins and Will, the architectural firm, who put over 2,000 hours worth of donated, completely pro bono time into making this a reality. I want to thank PCL Construction for getting it done right and fast. You guys are awesome. I want to thank Patty Joe. Oh my gosh. Who helped me the most by just believing in me and believing in my dream. I couldn't have done it without you. I want to thank the board of directors. All of you who know who you are, if you want to stand, please stand. But without you, this really, really could not occur. And most importantly, I want to thank the NDY staff. You guys will roll with me till the wheels fall off, and I will roll with you. You are the best. You are the best. They were the ones here at 7 a.m. this morning, making sure this is all set up and arranged, and cleaning and scrubbing windows. I mean, I saw people on their knees, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they believe in it too, and they're so much a part of this dream. Then we have, let's see here, our advisory council, our major sponsors, Barry Goldfarb and the Bramman Foundation, the Amundsen Foundation, Hopeless Records Sub City, who totally financed the music studio. John Rothman, Ricky Gelb, Carl Bachman, Board Supervisor Sheila Kuehl, Vita Rice, who painted that beautiful mural. And then also a very special person who, he's not with us any longer. His name is Richard Lehner. He's the one who helped us buy this building and made it happen. He's not here in physical body today, but I feel his spirit, and I know he would be so, so proud of us making it to this moment. And then for the youth and families that we built this for. You know, this came about as a result of us going out and asking the youth and families that we work with, what do you need? How can we help you? How can we help to make you feel safe and happy? And, you know, first things that came out was, ooh, money, food, water, right? Shelter. And then after that, they said, you know, we want to learn how to play musical instruments. We want to be able to dance. We want to have a fitness center that we're welcome in, that we can afford. You know, we want to have a special place just for us. And from that is where this dream began. And that was 10 years later. And like I said, I cannot contain myself. Whoop, whoop. Okay, sorry. Okay, now back to the script. I want to say something about Fritz Coleman. Fritz has been IndieWide's #1 MC for every event over the last 12 plus years. He has even modeled in our fashion shows, and in the spring, he will be performing stand-up comedy at our Laughternoon Delight fundraising comedy show. You'll see more about that on the tour. In his spare time, he is the weathercaster, sorry, no more weatherman, weathercaster for NBC News, and is the most accurate of all weather experts on TV. Give a round of applause to our very own Fritz Coleman.
You had a lot of credibility up till that last moment. You know, she's unbelievable. Everybody should be able to be in the circle of warmth around Monica for a period of time. Many of you are wondering how we decided to name the building the Paul Krekorian Health and Recreation Center. I'll tell you why, because Councilman Krekorian secured $600,000 for this project. And it's impossible to know how many directions county and city funds are pulled in, and they're all very worthy projects. But the fact that he was able to do his magic and get us this makes it incumbent upon us to make this the Paul Krekorian Center. So, Councilman, we really appreciate what you've done. It's an amazing thing. The Phenomenal Health and Recreation Center will allow NDY to expand its reach into the community so that arts and fitness and music, and you know, it's really sort of miraculous that NDY is coming to fruition at a time when school budgets are being hammered so badly, and the arts are the first thing to be peeled off of school budgets, and then comes sports, and then comes fitness, and so those are all the things that these children deserve, that give them a three-dimensional life, that give them a full quality of life, are able to get here. So to say that this is being done in the nick of time is not an exaggeration. Programming will begin this spring with volunteer teachers who will teach dance, yoga, drumming, weight training, cardio, and music. If you know someone that has a special talent in the arts, or who would like to volunteer their time, even if they're not particularly gifted in any area, but just support youth, or you just want to learn more about NDY's programs, please sign up at NDY's information table over by the basketball courts. If you haven't seen the Amazing Center, please make sure you take the 7-stop tour following the ribbon cutting, along with the music studio, the dance studio, the fitness center. You'll see robotic and electronic presentations. You'll see the NDY video. You'll see an amazing slideshow of the entire construction project, which is beyond impressive. Also, you'll be able to learn more about NDY's exciting new partnership with the City Attorney's Neighborhood Justice Program. And now, as a matter of fact, I'm very honored to introduce Jose Eggerbide, who is the new assistant to the chief of the criminal branch, and he is here to share NDY's partnership with the Neighborhood Justice Program. Please welcome Jose. Jose?
Thank you, Fritz, and thank you, Monica, and the New Directions for Youth Board, everybody that's here. I'm humbled and honored to be able to speak to you today. I wouldn't be able to do it without the tremendous partnership that we have with New Directions for Youth. I've been a city attorney for a long time, long enough to, as Chief Mike Moore reminded me, we've worked together. We first started working together in 2002 when Fast and Furious had just come out, and we had a very serious street racing problem in the streets of Los Angeles. I've known Dennis Zine for many, many years, and I can vouch for his incredible skills as an auctioneer. He auctioned me as a celebrity paella prosecutor. So I made paellas, and when there were two bidders, he said, will you make two? But I'm here to talk to you about the City Attorney's alternative prosecution programs. I'm here on behalf of City Attorney Mike Fuhrer, and I'm very proud to say that we have developed a whole cadre of alternative prosecution programs, whether it's prostitution diversion or the homeless program that we have, gang alternative sentencing, our dispute resolution program. We have a number of them, including the neighborhood justice program. And I've been supervising the neighborhood justice program for the last 4 years. What it is it's a pre-filing diversion program that uses restorative justice principles to assist individuals rather than file criminal charges against them, prosecute them, and hang a criminal conviction around their neck. We allow them to take responsibility for the offense that they've committed, repair whatever harm has been caused, but also we partner up with organizations like New Directions for Youth to give them a leg up, to assist them with skills training, with their emotional self, their physical self, their intellectual self, and to really transform them. And the only way that we can do this with young offenders that are 18 to 25 who are not career criminals, good people make mistakes, they make bad choices, is to have these alternatives to prosecution that allow for these individuals to change. And New Directions for Youth and our partnership with them has been critical in that work. I'm going to introduce a young man to you that really embodies why we do what we do. But really, he's one of 2,500 individuals that we've been able to divert from the criminal justice system into a process where they get to meet with volunteers from the community in a community panel and discuss the root causes behind the offense that they committed, take responsibility for it, repair the harm, and then look at what needs they have that, if properly addressed, they'd be less likely to reoffend. And the proof is in the pudding. I'm a numbers guy, whether it's coaching baseball to kids or doing the work that I do. I want to see how well are we doing what we say we're doing. When we talk about alternative prosecution, is it soft on crime? No. There's a high degree of accountability. But it also works. It's about smart prosecution. And I think that we're experiencing right now with our partners at LAPD and with our community partners a paradigm shift where we're working smarter, not harder. And if we can take individuals like Anthony Rodriguez and assist them and put them in a better position than we found them, and it leads to a 4% recidivism rate across the program, as opposed to 22% for similarly situated individuals that we file charges against, prosecute, and convict, then we're doing something pretty good. Our joint mission with our partners at LAPD is public safety. And so if we can divert individuals that don't belong in a system that is overly punitive for them and get better results and accomplish this in a cheaper way, well, we're saving money and we're also saving lives.
Councilman Krekorian has spent more than a decade in public service, first as a member of the Burbank School Board and then as a California State Assembly member. He currently serves as a member of the Los Angeles City Council, representing District 2 in the southeastern San Fernando Valley. Council District 2 includes the communities of North Hollywood, Studio City, Valley Glen, Valley Village, and parts of Sun Valley and Van Nuys. Councilman Krekorian was born in the San Fernando Valley and is a third-generation San Fernando Valley resident. He needs to be applauded for facilitating the $600,000 funding for NDY's Health and Recreation Center. Please give a huge welcome to Councilman Paul Krekorian.
Well, thank you very much, Fritz, and good afternoon, everyone. Isn't this a beautiful day? After all this cold weather and rain that we've had, the sun is shining on New Directions for Youth, and it's been such a long journey to get to this day. It's just delightful that we have such a beautiful day to celebrate it. Now, how many of you were here for the groundbreaking? A lot of you. So when you go inside, you're not going to recognize the place. It is absolutely amazing to see this vision that Monica was talking about for over a decade finally come to fruition in this incredible facility. And one of the things that you're going to see in there is a professional quality dance facility, a professional quality recording studio, fitness equipment that looks like, you know, the greatest gym you would want to go to. It's really incredible, the quality of the work that's been put into this place. And when you see that, and I was thinking a week or so ago, we saw the Grammys, and you saw all the glitz and glamour around the music industry that we have in this city. And it occurred to me that, you know, there's probably a lot of people who were there receiving their Grammys who could probably tell a story about how way back when they were a youth, they were at a turning point. There was a fork in the road, and they could have chosen to go in this direction, but music brought them in that direction. And as a result, they're riding in limousines and walking on red carpets and receiving statuettes now. And so it's easy to think about those stories, those sort of incredible success stories when you see a facility like this, and maybe 20 years from now, 25 years from now, we'll be thinking back about somebody who got their start right here, who's in that position. And all of these young people that New Directions for Youth serves are capable of doing that. But that's not what it's about at all. It's not about glitz. It's not about glamour. It's not about grabbing the brass ring and being the 1 in a million people who really becomes the global phenomenon. What this facility is going to be about is the thousands of young people whose names you might never hear. But because they were able to go and take dance classes here, they learned about self-discipline and teamwork. Because they were able to go into this recording studio and sing a song that maybe they wrote, they learned that they have a voice, an important voice that people will listen to. Maybe they worked out on this exercise equipment and they realized, I can set goals and I can achieve those goals and I can exceed those goals and I can make new goals after I do that. That's what this facility is going to do. It's going to build a foundation for positive lives for thousands and thousands of young people over the course of generations. And all of you, for being here, supporting New Directions for Youth, you are making that happen, and you are making that kind of difference in young people's lives. And so for that, I thank each and every one of you who has supported New Directions for Youth in any way, as a volunteer, as a contributor, as a board member. Let's please give everybody who has supported New Directions for Youth a hand for that. And I want to take a moment before we cut this ribbon to just talk about Monica and Patty Jo for a minute. And in fact, I'd like you to both come on up and join me if you would, please. Because, so I remember there was a day not that long ago, it seems like, when Patty Jo and Monica came into my office and they said, here's our vision, here's the pictures that we have, here's the diagrams we have of what we want to do, and you know, we're coming up a little bit short. We've got great support from the community, foundations are supporting us, but we're just a couple of $100,000 short. We could make this happen. We know we could make this happen, but we need another $200,000. And so I scrounged around the cabinets and I looked in, you know, under the cushions of the sofa in the city, and we tried. And so by hook and by crook, we figured out a way, okay, we can make it happen. I am proud to be able to tell you we have $200,000 to be able to support New Directions for Youth, and they were crying and we hugged, and it was a great moment. But I also want to present to Monica and to Patty Jo, also signed by the members of the council representing the Valley, your individual congratulations and certificates of recognition for your relentless, fearless, never-ending effort to make life better for these young people and to make our community better by doing that work. So congratulations to both of you.